All right, so we're here with Rem and Julian Dolce, who's platform lead for QNX, working on the BlackBerry tablet, and we have it in front of us. So we're just going to have a quick walkthrough, and then maybe ask some questions and go from there.
Yeah, so you can see here we have all of our icons for all of our apps. Here in the All category, you can kind of scroll through them. You can navigate to the different categories by just swiping sideways or by tapping the categories up at the top. You can quickly bring up the music app here. We can click on all songs and see all the songs that we have synced in our device. We can start one up here. Good old Canadian band. And then we can minimize that by just swiping up from the bottom of the bezel, and it goes into a minimize mode, and we can launch other applications while it's still running in the background. So if I wanted to launch the photo apps, maybe look at the photo app while I'm going here, I can click on all my photos and browse through them. Here, if we click on one, it'll bring it up. And we can slide through them. You get the pinch to zoom.
Very cool.
As well. We can minimize that, and so you can see we have them both minimized now. Let's launch one more here. Launch the video app. You see we have a few videos here. As we launch them, you can see that we can navigate through them and see all of our running apps really easily without having to dig through any sort of system settings or kind of task manager.
And then how do you exit an app? You just flick it up? Or?
Yeah, so what you can do here is, maybe we'll do this on the music one just to kind of quit it. You can either hit the X up at the top, or you can actually swipe up on the window itself and it goes away. And we can come back into here and we can show, and this is a 1080p video, demo video of the red camera.
Let me ask you something, actually. In a demo before, I saw when you switch out of the video application to another application, the video still plays.
Yeah.
Now, does it just keep continually playing in the background, or is it just more of like the last 3 seconds or something, just so you see it playing?
No, yeah, it's actually still playing live as if it was maximized.
Got it.
Now, you'll be able to, configure that, or if you don't want the video playing, you potentially don't want the video playing while you're in the background because you're not paying attention to it.
Right.
But there is potentially use cases where you're watching the video and then you want to just go check email real quick or go do something, and so you'll have those options.
Okay. So you do have to be conscious of it though, if it is playing or no.
Yeah, I mean, you'll be able to kind of configure that so that you can either have it stop while it's in the background, or potentially continue playing. Cool. So,
and same thing for music, obviously, like we just said, you just flip back and forth.
Yeah, we want to have the ability for third-party video and music players to continue to play in the background, specifically audio, cool. Right? You have something, if Pandora is to build an app, you want to make sure that music is always running in the background as you kind of navigate through the app. One of the other things that you can also do to switch apps is you can swipe on the left and right bezel. So if I swipe on the left guy here, or maybe it's the right guy, depending on where my apps are. So it kind of goes into this minimize mode, and you can either click on it.
It's almost like a full page kind of thumb view.
And so if I swipe, let's get this right. Usually, there we go. So then I can get to this app and click on it, and it becomes active.
Very cool.
So it's similar to this, but you don't have to come back to and minimize the apps. You can do it.
And there's no physical buttons, right, on the device? There's like a home button or a menu button?
Yeah, no, I mean, there's two up at the top here. There's a power button and volume, like up-down, as well as a toggle button for kind of play pause.
Cool. And the bezels are touch sensitive?
Yeah, exactly.
Are all four or three? Or
all four are.
Okay.
So you also notice there will be some other things. Let's just get out of here for a second. There also will be some other things for like in-app. So if we maybe load up the camera real quick, we can switch this to front facing so we can see ourselves. We can just see the camera real quick. You can also swipe down from the top, and you'll get menu items up here, so you can change, aspect ratio, go to the camera roll, launch different scene modes, that sort of thing. You touch up and it goes away, and then.
And that's all in the API for developers, so they can sort of take advantage of that as well in their apps, or no?
Exactly.
Okay.
So the listening for the top swipe is all in the SDK, and you'll be able to do that. So the top swipe is for applications, and then everything else is more system-wide, where you're navigating and using gestures on the device.
Cool. And there's no internet, unfortunately, here, right? So we can't do the browser or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, we don't have a good internet connection here. So
what else can we do?
So I mean, I think that's those are the three main apps.
How about the keyboard? Can we see just typing on it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think if you just swipe up, so there's the keyboard there. We don't have anything to actually type into right now.
Is there universal search or anything like that?
That is something that we're actively working on and trying to get resolved and sorted out. Yeah.
Keyboard is multi-touch. Could you do two, I guess, entry points at once?
Yeah,
or
exactly. So if you are,
you hit the shift and nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not a single pointer. It's all multi-touch. So you can type with both hands. Very cool. As it were.
Portrait and landscape keyboard or no?
Yeah, the keyboard will work in both orientations.
Okay. How about pin? Is it a specific pin to this device, or does it use the paired BlackBerry pin? How do you do BlackBerry Messenger? Would you have to add a second pin if you already have a BlackBerry? I think that's one question.
Yeah. So I mean, I think so as far as pairing with your device, you'll be able to pair with your current BlackBerry and access. Contacts and email and things and all the data on your device, on your BlackBerry device on the PlayBook.
Got it. Okay. I'm guessing the flag at the top, that's just notifications. Will that show like group stuff? Just
yeah. So as you'll see apps. Different apps will appear. So if you have, this one will be your kind of all notifications, your total notifications, and then you'll have different groups that show up along the top here. Whether it be email or app specific groups that will appear, and then you'll be able to click on them and respond to those notifications.
Really cool. Could you just flip through the tabs at the top real quick?
Yeah. So
one more time, that'd be great.
So we've got all here. Swipe. Internet, media, and utilities. And so hopefully, as the SDK is out, and we've got we've got some third-party apps on here currently, and now that App World is accepting PlayBook applications, I'm hoping that people download the SDK and get their apps up there so that we can start playing.
And then something that was really important is this BlackBerry PlayBook offer. So anyone that makes an application and gets accepted into BlackBerry App World will get a free BlackBerry PlayBook.
Yeah, so exactly. So if you download the SDK now, which is publicly available on BlackBerry.com, you can use the Air SDK to develop an application, submit it up to App World, which opened yesterday to accept PlayBook applications. If your app is accepted, you will get a free PlayBook when they are available.
Very cool.
And so, we're really excited to be here in New York today, showing off the device and showing off the PlayBook and talking about the things we're doing. We're really excited to be, involved in the Adobe community. This is kind of our first experience with the Adobe community, from a BlackBerry and a RIM perspective. And the reception that we've received has been really great, and we're really excited to be working with you guys.